Hey everyone, we are now 3 weeks out from the competition, minus 2 days. And I just wanted to give a little bit of a competition update since we haven't done any videos lately. Because this guy right here decided to take a vacation. And since he took a vacation, I took a 3-week editing vacation.
Oh yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah. So we'll see if we get any training footage out. But I've got 5 weeks now of training footage-ish. It's just sitting on my computer doing nothing. So first thing, Glenn is planning on doing lightweight, and last time we checked in, he had just gone on another vacation. This is 2 now, and he came back fat. So
no, this vacation I managed to come back without gaining any pounds, but it was a lot more of an active vacation. So I weighed in Saturday at 230.
Yeah, and what'd you weigh in after we worked out?
227.
227. 3 pounds lost in the workout.
And then after the weekend of eating, because I was underweight, I'm at 234 today.
So Glenn did what you're not supposed to do when you're dieting, which is, oh, I made weight, let's celebrate.
It wasn't. It was a family reunion.
You see, vacation, family reunion. He's bulking. He just doesn't know it.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
So going into the events, so the medley, the keg with the farmers, Glenn's plan is to go under 40 seconds. How are you doing on that plan so far?
It's difficult training with it because I don't have a 200-pound keg, but I managed to carry the 230 that we got pretty quick. And I think the method that I have for carrying that 230 will work really, really good for the 200 as long as I can pull it off at the event, which is just to get it up real high, and I set it right up on the shelf that's created by my stomach and my belt. And it frees my legs right up and I can just run across the field,
But how are you going to address the oops, where you just let it all slide down?
I think I need to grab the kegs a few times at the competition.
Okay.
I think I'm going to grab it and pick it up and like waddle around with it a little bit before I actually do the event.
And avoid tearing your finger?
Yeah, well that was just, yeah. And then I need to work on fast transitions. Because just me getting up into the fingers, I need to make sure I grab it quick.
So I believe his fastest time with the 200-pound keg and the 170-pound, actually we did 175 per hand on the farmers, was 42 seconds. And since then, the keg's gotten heavier. So he's managed to be right around 45 seconds and a little bit under. But his keg time went from 12 to 10 seconds to now with the 230, he's 12 to 15.
Yeah.
So we're assuming that the 200 is going to be a lot easier to hold up.
I should just be able to throw it up into the air and run across the parking lot, but we'll see.
For me, on the other hand, we decided we're not going to load the keg up to 240 pounds, mostly because we kind of ran out of room.
Sand isn't that heavy.
Yeah, so the keg's got like this much room left to put sand in, and 10 pounds of sand is a decent amount of sand. So we've done 230. My time with the 230 is roughly the same as the 220. I just try and waddle fast with my T-Rex form. And the 230 per hand farmers, though.
I've tried it. I've trained his weight a few times, and it is.
How does it feel?
It's horrible.
Isn't it awesome? So Glenn's just like, I'm losing weight, so I don't have to deal with that pain, and it is painful. It is painful.
I still want to do it because I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose that feeling. But
you don't want to lose the feeling of the torture?
Yeah.
All right, and then we're assuming the next event's going to be the Viking press, and Glenn promised 20 reps on the Viking press.
I did.
But yesterday we got some interesting news that the Viking press handle is changing.
It was gonna be.
We thought it was going to be like this. And there was a post that it was 35 inches.
So that's about right here. Maybe further out.
Yeah, a little bit further out. And now it's going to be a neutral grip at 24 inches.
Which is like this.
So the very interesting thing about that is tonight we went out and measured our apparatus, and the narrow handles on the neutral grip are 17 inches, and the outside are 32 inches. So this right here feels pretty good. This right here feels absolutely terrible.
I didn't do any weight at
Whew.
I didn't do any weight wide. I did
Yeah.
everything narrow except for the warm-ups.
But the cool thing is the log that we have is 25.
Yeah, almost exactly.
So it's pretty much that. So we did some with the neutral grip tonight.
Mhm.
How many reps did you get on your weight?
17?
17?
Mhm.
I think so. Yeah.
Just
And
really
he
good.
had-
It felt good. The neutral drip felt good.
Did you have 15 seconds left?
I think so.
So Glenn just has to push himself the full minute
my,
and he'll
my,
do 20.
My arms just go to rubber. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Feels like spiders are crawling on you.
No,
That's the vibe I got.
It just feels, my arms feel useless. I'm just like throwing it up there and hoping I can catch the ball.
Well, so it's working so far. I mean, he went from 13-ish reps to 17.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good over the course of the training.
I got 20 once, didn't I? Before I took my vacation.
You got 20. Okay, so with the
20
Viking
with
press,
that, okay.
we're not sure how the weight works. So the actual plate weight, Glenn has gotten 20.
Yeah.
The pendulum, it's got that pivot point, so it doesn't quite weigh exactly what it would weigh from the floor. With that assumption, you've done 17.
Yep.
So we're not sure, is it going to feel like 160 pounds for him, or is it going to be 160 pounds? We have no idea. For me, I'm still up in the air. I'm feeling a little bit more confident in being able to at least get a rep.
Yeah, for sure.
But we'll see. Changing that grip out now, I do have to get used to it. It actually,
It might be easy.
when I'm out like this, it feels terrible on the bottom. But that close grip, that 17, actually feels significantly better than having my arm out here. There's way less pressure on the shoulder. So we'll see. I'm hoping to get one rep. And if I can do one rep, I'm hoping to get 2 reps.
Once you do that first rep, everything just, when you set it back down, everything kind of falls where it should, and it's easier to push up a second one at least.
And I have 0 leg drive. My leg drive has left me.
If I didn't have leg drive, I couldn't be doing it right now.
I gotta fix that for next year. We'll get on that. Car deadlift. How many reps you gonna do?
I have no idea. I've been floundering around with the apparatuses we have, and it just hasn't been going well for me in training. So I have no idea how many reps I'm going to do. I want to do like 15-ish.
15-ish.
I mean,
15-ish. And you've done 13.
yeah, I've done.
Well,
I've
you
done
did.
around
You
there.
did 13 with the apparatus before you switched it to the tire. And now we actually still haven't posted a video on the new setup. So eventually, maybe you'll see that. But we changed the setup so the back end wouldn't flop around. But now we have absolutely no idea how much anything weighs at all.
Well, we think the tire itself. What was it around?
500, but how much is it on there?
No. When we picked it up, we maxed out our scale, and we know.
Well,
it's
the scale
more
maxes
than-
at 400, and Glenn picked it up.
Yeah.
So it's more than 170 pounds.
Yeah.
And then we sit on it. One of us sits on it. So Glenn actually gets the heavier part because I sit on the tire when he does it, and vice versa. And then we put plates on the front. So we have no idea how much that is going to weigh.
We're doing it by feel.
But Saturday we are going to go help test.
Yep.
And how it normally goes is they put a car on there, and then they see, can Glenn do it, can I do it? And then if we both do it, they make it harder.
Yeah.
And then if we both do it again, they make it harder. And then when Glenn fails, but I can do it once and it's hard, they say, that's the weight we're using.
That's the way.
So that's what's happened every competition so far. But now he's competing in a different division, so hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully they don't go till I zero, because that would be demoralizing. And keg toss.
I don't like keg toss. That's really it. I just cannot figure out how to make the keg go back and over my head. I just can't figure it out.
So Glenn either throws it up
Or back.
or backwards.
Actually, I've lost backwards. I can't even figure out how I used to just throw it back, and it never got any height. Now I can't throw it back. I just throw it up to the point where I gotta run.
I tried throwing it like Glenn. I actually figured it out last week. He, instead of doing the triple extension with the keg toss, he locks his back and hips, kind of like you would lock into a deadlift or a squat, and he just stops himself and then throws it up.
Yeah.
And I thought the keg was going to come and hit me in the head.
I tried moving my hips back, and it just didn't go. It just like my hips felt locked. They felt locked. There's no fluidity there, and I can't figure it out. So like every day, we're gonna be trying to get.
But you got to get 6.
Yeah.
6 in the competition. So that's my goal for that, is to get 6. Oh, I didn't even say the car deadlift for me. Assuming that it's actually 550, I want to get 8 to 10. Assuming that it feels like 550 at the bottom, which means it's going to be closer to 600
Yeah, for sure.
at the top, my goal is to do 2 plus. We'll see. I'm not really feeling super great about that. But, you never know what you're going to get with car deadlift because it's just guesswork. And last thing is the Atlas stones.
Yep.
So Glen has to not pass out.
I need to not pass out. I put them on my chest and I can't breathe and I get all dizzy and that last time we trained with the Atlas stones, that didn't happen at all.
It's because you were worried about the concrete.
Yeah.
We got a plan to make Glen move really well with the stones. We put it on my nice concrete patio so he can't drop it.
And a lot of it, I think, is because I'm carrying it in a way to walk with it. And when I pick it, when I'm trying to put it over the bar, I put it more on like my chest. And
Because you're grabbing lower.
I'm grabbing lower, so it just frees up my lungs so I can breathe and I don't black out, which I should probably just try to do with regular up and overs.
My goal for the stones is to not break their stones.
Oh, jeez. I do want to finish the set, but it's hard for us to train me in stones because we don't have stones as light as the rock for the captains.
So Glen's doing 150, 170, 200, and he's been training with 200, 220, 240. He's successfully now gotten the 200 and the 220, but he's carried the 240 to the bar, but hasn't gotten it over the bar yet. So in theory, he's ready.
Yeah, I should be ready for that. I just need to work on doing it fast.
I just need to get faster. Do you remember what the time was that I did on Saturday? Or what was that? Thursday?
In like 30 seconds-ish. I don't remember exactly.
30. What, was it 24 seconds left?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay, so 36 seconds. So I want to beat that in the competition. It's really going to come down to, can I pick the stones up quickly without them having debris on them and falling out of my hand? That's what happened last year. There's just so much debris on the stones. The tacky didn't do anything.
I need to get my setup and go faster because I will set up there and spend like 3 seconds before I even pick it up, which isn't good.
No. And Glen wanted to finish top 3.
I do. That's still my goal.
I'm still hoping to not zero anything. So we'll see how that goes. This is actually going to be the lightest I've competed.
Well, me too.
So, well, yeah, Glen too. But you are down 15
Yeah,
pounds?
I'd
No,
be down
yeah, 15 pounds from
if
last
I weigh
year.
in at like 230 exactly, it's 15 pounds from last year.
If I went today, I'd actually be 26 pounds less than I weighed last year in the competition. I'm competing in the same division. So I've actually upped my calories. I've gone from, what was I doing, 24 to 25 to trying to make sure I'm at 3,000 calories a day, 3,000 to 3,200. And it's allowed me to enjoy ice cream again. I've had some ice cream. Celebrated International Ice Cream Day yesterday. It was awesome. Had some vanilla ice cream, made a shake with peanut butter M&Ms. If you haven't had that.
Lucky for me, I don't really like ice cream, so it's easy.
Ice cream's so good.
It's easy to cut that out of a diet.
And Glen keeps making me a pizza
Pizza.
after workouts, and then we went and saw a movie, so I had a bunch of popcorn and pop.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah. But surprisingly, I've maintained. I've been sitting between 256 and 257, just back and forth. So that's pretty good. Now, lastly, I want to talk about our training plans going forward. So, Glen mentioned he's really worried about the keg.
Yep.
So we are going to be hitting keg toss pretty hard
Just want to
tomorrow and every other day from here until next Thursday. So really 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And the deadlift, we're not going to go super heavy anymore at this point. We're going to do some reps this week. And we're going to do our setup with probably 100 pounds in plates.
Okay.
And then next week, we're doing no plates. So it's just going to be, the fat person sitting on it. And do as many reps as you can. Yeah, Glen,
Which is not easy.
Glen gets a little bit more work out of that than I do. And we're going to be playing around with straps. So Saturday, we'll actually get to feel what the car feels like. So Saturday, we're going to actually do that as a workout. So we're going to go there and try and do a couple reps. Maybe get a couple sets in. So we'll report back on that, assuming we actually edit the video and put it out. And then Atlas stones, Might do that once or twice.
Yeah.
Viking press, because they've changed the handle, we're going to have to hit that probably every other day. We're going to be going lighter weight now because we want to start that deload process but keep the conditioning up. We're going to start adding some conditioning work in. And farmers, last Saturday, so 2 days ago, was the last heavy keg farmers that we're doing. So this next Saturday after the car deadlift, we're going to do some light farmers run at Glen's weight. I'm going to be doing more of an endurance speed, try and get a couple extra turns in there. And he's just going to be working on that foot speed, try and get that up there. And then next Saturday, we are actually going with Tony. We did this last year, the week before the competition, and doing a fire truck pull. It's a team event where we try and pull with a rope a fire truck as quickly as possible. I have no idea how far we're pulling it this year.
I think it was 250 feet last year.
200? That sounds high. I think Glen's full of crazy.
It was 250 feet, yeah.
Was it? Yeah. Alright. I have no idea. It was too far. Like, we thought we hit the finish line, and we had to keep going. So Tony kind of slowed down. I was just running. I was looking down and like, where is this finish line? And all of a sudden it just got harder and harder, and it just kept going.
I had to scream some motivations because I knew we had to.
Yeah, Glenn's like, keep going. I'm like, no, cardio. That is some serious burning. So we actually won the event last year, and it's not just a competition. It's to raise money for breast cancer research. So we're hoping to win again this year. But last year, we just went out there to have fun. So our team decided we were just giving all of the money back to the organization. So I think if we win this year, that's the plan. Glenn and I just go, it's fun. It's cool. You get invited to pull a fire truck, you go pull a fire truck.
They had some walkers and a bunch of games and stuff. It was a nice little fair at a fairgrounds. It was pretty nice.
Yep. And it was pretty nice fairground grass, too, until Tony kind of exerted himself a little bit too hard on the grass. I'm almost making a camerawoman laugh. I got a sticker. There you go. Finally got some laughing out of our camera person there. But that's kind of the plan. And then the last week is just nothing. I'm not even sure that we're going to do any conditioning. I'm feeling pretty beat up. I'll tell you, my shoulders are burning. My lats are actually sore. My traps are sore.
My shin hurts after last Saturday.
Yeah, my shins are just throbbing. Quads, hips, everything's just beat up at this point.
My knee feels great, which is
feels
cool.
great.
Going into training, I was worried about my left knee, and I didn't feel it anymore.
Yeah.
Just go awesome.
Now it's your
right. Yeah.
Right.
It's always something.
So Glenn's getting a lot of inflammation flaring up on that right arm. It's making his arm look huge, which he's not complaining about. He decided to rub that in. He's like, look at my huge arms.
It's not fun. And so it's slowing down my pressing. Well, really, with the Viking press, it's not so bad, but with the accessories, it's just not fun at all.
Yeah, he tried to curl a 185-pound log tonight, which was not a good idea. Anything else?
No, that's it. It's going good so far. No injuries.
All right, so in the next 2 weeks, we'll see if I get around to editing. I've been playing a lot of video games and watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I just finished another series. Finished watching Flash. I'm a Netflix guy, so I don't get to watch things when they're current. And they just, hey, here's a new season of Flash. Here's a new season of Arrow. Here's a new season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm like, I have so much stuff to watch. And it's like edit videos, watch shows, play video games. Yeah, I see where my priorities lie. Mm-hmm. And I eat ice cream.
Yep.
It's hard to edit videos when you're eating ice cream. All right, take it easy. Go lift something heavy.